So today I wanted to talk about the biggest mistake that any man could make before the age of 30. A lot of people may think that mistakes are good, mistakes are bad, because you learn something from them. But to me, the biggest mistake that any man could make before the age of 30 is to get into a long-term relationship with a woman. People are going to challenge me on this, and I firmly believe that, but hear me out before you do. Before you're 30, you don't even realize what your own value is. You don't know who you are as a person, and yet you're trying to add value to somebody else's life and to be able to create a partnership with them, right? However, when you do this, you end up adopting a lot of their abilities and adopting a lot of their aspects and ways of thinking. And this is before you've firmly culminated or classified who you are as a person. And granted, I've made a lot of these mistakes. I've got into a lot of long-term relationships with people that have not been very, very healthy for me. And I've done this from a point of not desperation, a point of eventually wanting to be with somebody that had a lot of my thinking. And obviously the physical has a lot to do with it as well. However, when you do this, I found out that it stunted a lot of my growth and it kept me back from progressing and becoming the strongest version of who I am very, very quickly. I ended up in a relationship or a marriage that lasted 4 years that shouldn't have lasted at all. It should have been maybe a 3-month relationship. And because of that, it has influenced and has a lot of adverse effects on my life right now. There were consequences to having this. So my advice to any man that's lower than the age of 30 or younger than the age of 30 is don't get into a long-term relationship. Rather start to work on yourself and utilize that time to develop and grow who you are as a person. That allows you to become the strongest version of who you are and carry that forward into the relationship that you take with you. That way it will not only be a strong relationship, it will also allow you to formulate plans and to become better as a person and utilize that other person to become better together with them. From that perspective, yes, I would completely and firmly believe that any man before the age of 30 needs to take time to travel, needs to take time to work out, to develop rituals that will enrich his life. And by the time that he gets into that relationship, he has those rituals firmly implanted. And if the person tries to stir them away from that, you already know that that is your grounding and that's your anchor. Women don't want to be with a man that is very, very flexible or very, very airy-fairy, right? They want to be able to be with a man that knows who he is and knows where he's going. This allows them to have faith and strength and encourages them to know that this person that they're with is not going to flux at the first term of pressure from the outside world. If you'd like to learn any more about this, or you'd like to have any more feedback with regards to this, comment on below or give me some feedback. Greatly appreciated. A very, very good book to read would be The Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi. He puts it into very, very good terms with regards to how to develop yourself, but also to develop habits and rituals that will keep you the strongest version of yourself and fight through the test that women will throw you away. Because at the end of the day, women are going to throw a test your way to discover if you're authentic or not, the authentic person that you are. And if you come across with these techniques that the game and all these other men are throwing your way to be able to pick up a woman, you're not going to keep them, right? You're gonna attract the woman that you want, but you're not going to be able to sustain that relationship because they will understand and they will realize that you're not being authentic. And when that happens, it creates a very, very cognitive dissonance between who you are and where they're going. So they're going to disappear out of your life and you'll be stuck in the same circle, a never-ending cycle of attract together for a specific amount of time and then break up. Or even worse for you, you get stuck in a relationship that is unhealthy and you just stay there for many, many years that could be utilized for something that would have strengthened you and would have shown you who you could be and how you could influence the world from that perspective. The Renaissance Man out.